1970s brought about change to the Tasman Series, with Formula 5000 the vehicle of choice.
Well, the Formula 5000 change in the 1970s, meaning the smaller cars were getting lost because of the speed difference. And I didn't break into buying a 5000 until a bit later because they were unreliable to start with, and I was more happy to run a 2-litre car, which was semi-competitive on a lot of tracks.
Pukekohe was the home for the Grand Prix for all of the 70s, except for 1974 when it was held at Wigram Airfield and won by Aussie favourite John McCormick.
John McCormick was an Aussie, and he is clear proof that if you keep trying and keep trying, then success can follow. In 1972 he came here for the first time with an Elfin powered by a Repco Holden engine, wasn't competitive, qualified down the back of the grid, and that was really the case throughout the whole Tasman Series in 1972. And then he came back in 1973 and won the New Zealand Grand Prix and was competitive through the entire series. So he went really from the back of the grid to the front of the grid, and then backed it up the following year by winning the New Zealand Grand Prix that was run that year at Wigram to link up with the Commonwealth Games that were being held in Christchurch in 1974.
There was tragedy in 1972, however, with the death of Brian Falloon.
The racing driver Graham Lawrence is still in a serious condition after getting the fatal crash at the New Zealand Grand Prix at Pukekohe. Lawrence underwent surgery late last night for a broken arm, a broken leg, and suspected head injuries. The tar on the driver Brian Falloon died on the way to hospital following the accident near the end of the late race.
It was another decade filled with overseas star power, highlighted by two-time winner Keke Rosberg.
The 1970s was really a decade of two halves. The first half being for the Formula 5000 cars. In 1970, the Tasman Series was changed so that the Formula 5000 monsters that had their origins in North America and then spread to the UK and then to Australasia. And then in 1976-77, the category was changed to the Formula Pacific cars. Much smaller, much more nimble, and really with a different type of driver coming to race those. With the Formula Pacific cars, we were seeing stars of the future like Keke Rosberg, whereas with the Formula 5000s, they were generally drivers who had been around the block, who had proven themselves not only to be very good racing drivers, but to have the wherewithal, and by that I mean the physical wherewithal, to actually handle 500 plus horsepower of a Formula 5000. And that really required more than just skill. There was a lot of bravery involved as well. Graham McRae was the top New Zealand driver, Frank Maddich was the top Australian driver, and just as Moss, Brabham and McLaren were the headline act in the late 50s, early 60s, so the Maddich-McRae battle became the headline act in the 1970s. They didn't like each other, and that just added to the intrigue as to who would come out on top.
King Kenny won his first New Zealand Grand Prix in this decade, taking out the 1976 title.
The first New Zealand Grand Prix win for me was something special. It was like somebody dropping $1 million at your feet in those days. Especially to win it in the Formula 5000 car, it was fantastic, and we never looked back after that. The top competitors in that race then was guys like Max Stewart, Kevin Bartlett from Australia, John McCormick from Australia, there was Graham Lawrence, and the field was, everybody was pretty equal and even in those days in those cars, so it was nice to get a win out of it.